The second obscure fact is that sports science didn't exist as a term prior to the 1960s. So, in between World War One and Two, which was roughly 1919 to 1939, a few English clubs they started to apply early versions of what we would now call performance science. So, this was things such as nutrition, controlled recovery, and lifestyle discipline, mostly through trial and error rather than academic study. So pioneers for this included Herbert Chapman, who we've mentioned recently, and also a chap called Theo Kelly at Everton. The methods they used were things like rest camps, weigh-ins, diet charts, curfews, light therapy, sea air therapy. And from what I've uncovered, this laid the groundwork for the structured training training methods which had been adopted in post 1950s professional football. I found this fascinating. I mean, if there's interest in this, I would love to do a longer segment on this. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, sports science is one of them terms you kind of picture coming in a lot later into sort of the vocabulary. I do remember watching. I think it's one of those strange football history DVDs. I don't know, it's something like 101 football facts or something like that. But it was presented by Alan Green, the Radio 5 commentator. And there was a little section where I think he was referring to the 1950s where Tottenham were applying continental type training methods
Hmm.
to their sessions. And I think it even played a clip of the original report in black and white, kind of like your Pathé style news type thing. And it's laced with skepticism and really why would this work? Why would you add this to your training regimen? But it's an interesting historical DVD. I'm sure there's plenty of things in there we can probably look at as well for the obscure facts kind of thing. But
It sounds a bit like
yeah,
when Arsene Wenger first arrived and his methods, they were seen as very, very different. So this was in the mid 1990s. People were very much, oh, this is not going to work. He spent time in Japan. He was the coach in Monaco. These methods are not going to work. But sounds a bit like that, but they did work. Believe me, they did.
I mean, when he took over, they were in a rough patch.